Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning, April 30th. And this is Dvestments coming to you with another short video. Today we're going to be talking about compounding with divestments. As always, my videos are for education and information purposes only. This is not investment advice. Please subscribe, like, and comment on the videos, and share it with your family, friends, and other traders. Compound calculator can be found at this web address here. And I'm going to show you how we use the compound calculator every day. So the information that I have here, this is a compound calculator based on about a 4.5% interest. Okay. And if you look at the dates here, okay, this is over a 20-day period, not including weekends. So that's about how many trading days you have in a month. It's about 20 trading days. So as you can see, this one starts on May 1st, which is Monday. And if you just earn $10.35 with your option, okay, on day one, which would be trade one, day one, whatever you want to call it. I like to use trading days because you may not trade every day. So I just like to say this is trade one. So trade one, $10.35. So that's roughly about 11 cents on your option. So that means if you got in your option at $2.50, you would be selling your option at $2.61 to make that 11 cents or $11 if you're trading options. Day two or trade two, you're trying to make $10.82, roughly again 11 cents. So if you got in your option at $2.50, you would be getting out your options at $2.61. Okay, 11 cents over where you got in at. Okay, and as you can see, this is how your account would grow. Now, any dollar amount, I just happen to start this out with $230, but this can apply to any amount that your account has. Okay, if you've got $230, $250, if you've got $500, $600, however, amount of how much money you have in your account, this number can change. But again, this is based off of a 4.5% interest. So by the time you get up to your trade 9, you're at 15 cents. Okay, so let's say your option is $2.50. All right, you bought an option at $2.50. You're going to sell it at $2.65. Okay, that's 15 cents over where you bought it at. And by the time you get up to trade 20 or day 20, you're at about 24 cents. So if you got in your option at $2.50, you're going to get out at $2.64. You're going to sell it for $2.64. Okay, which is 24 cents above where you bought in at. So roughly doing this, you grew, with this example, you grew $230 up to $500 and you might as well say $554. Okay, which is not bad over a 20-day trading period. Making 11 cents and then 15 cents and then 24 cents on your option. That's doable, and and it's easy to do. It's not hard to do. You're not putting a lot of stress on yourself. And that's just with one contract. That's not with multiple contracts. That's just with one contract. So let's look at some examples if you had multiple contracts. Okay, with example one, with the one contract, this is what I showed you with the one contract, and this is what you would have after 20 trading days or 20 trades. You'd have this 220 total. That same 11 cent with 5 contracts, you would have over 1,100. You'd have about $1,100 in 20 days or 20 trades. With 15 contracts, you would have over $3,000 in 20 trades or 20 days. With these 15 contracts, your total investment went up to $3,750, which that's about the most that you want to have. You don't want to have too much exposure in the market at one time. So about $4,000 is about the maximum amount of exposure, in my opinion, that you should have in the market at one time, especially when you're dealing with options. This $4,000 can be spread over, one stock or 2 stocks. It doesn't matter, 3 stocks, but just be mindful that you don't want to have more than $4,000 exposure in the market at one time. So let's go to example 2 with 15 cents. So let's say you're comfortable making 15 cents a trade. So with one contract, $300 at the end of the month. With 5 contracts, $1,500 at the end of the month. And with 15 contracts, $4,500 at the end of the month. Still with that same $3,750 for 15 contracts, $1,250 for 5 contracts, and $250 for 1 contract. So let's go to example 3. Example 3 with 24 cents, $480 with 1 contract, 5 contracts, $2,400, and 15 contracts, $7,200 in a month's time with 15 contracts. Again, your initial investment remains the same. The only thing that's changing is the number of contracts and your profit on those contracts. That's the only thing that's changing, but your initial investment is continuously staying the same. So let's say, for instance, we're looking at example 3. At the end of the month, okay, if you withdraw any money out of your trading account and to pay yourself, you're going to withdraw anything over that $250 to pay yourself at the end of the month. If you're doing 5 contracts, you're going to withdraw anything over $1,250, and this is a typo in here. So you're going to withdraw anything over $1,250 to pay yourself at the end of the month. And with 15 contracts at the end of the month, you're going to withdraw anything over the $3,750 in order to pay yourself for the month. And I suggest that you always pay yourself. No one wants to work for free. So you pay yourself and you treat yourself at the end of the month. Treat yourself for the fruits of your labor. Okay. So let's talk about compounding the trading plan. Okay. You always want to start out with a good stock with options. And if you've taken my class, you know the characteristics of a good stock. Okay. You want to purchase those options that have a 0.25 delta or higher. You want to know your exit before you enter. You want to be disciplined, not greedy. You want to take your profits and wait for the next setup. My trading style is simple and boring. It's strict and systematic. And that strictness and that systematic way of trading is going to keep you profitable. It's going to help you develop good trading habits. And you can repeat this trade at least twice a day, if not more. And that's the good thing about it. As always, Dvestments makes a stock start every day. You want to eat, sleep, and trade with Dvestments to become a stock star. You can always contact me at dvestments@gmail.com. And if you're looking for stock star apparel, it's available online.